37 is a mother from the Philippines currently living in Japan with her 2 sons. One evening in the spring when the sakura trees are in full bloom, the 2 boys make a video with one of their friends filming. What happens next is truly bizarre. Did you see it? A hand wraps around one of the boys' legs. The guy who's recording is shocked and hurries over to inspect the area around the 2 boys. But there's nothing and no one there. Some Japanese TikTok commenters believe that long ago someone was buried on the spot where the sakura tree now stands, and that the restless spirit tried to reach out to the children, literally. But what do you think this creepy hand could be? Is it real, or just an elaborate hoax? You decide.
I'm not going to say nothing today.
We're at level 30, Mafia boss and his wife. No level, dying. Oh, that's sad.
Caught on camera. TikTok user Summer, who is a mother of 2, lives in a small house in an old town in rural Georgia. Late one night, Summer takes her phone out to record a quick video in her backyard. But she immediately notices something that is absolutely unnerving.
Y'all, I am in my yard. Watch my face. This is not an app doing this. This is my yard. The church is behind me. Watch my face. Church, you can see straight through me. I kid you not. Look at this. Whoa.
On camera, Summer's face seems to twist and distort into something unrecognizable as she simply moves around in her own backyard. Summer says that she is deeply worried that the strange old church across the street might be the cause of the creepy occurrence. She attempts to find information about the history of the old church, but she hits a dead end and is left with no answers. So did Summer catch a bizarre paranormal visual disturbance on camera? Or just what is going on here? Meanwhile, on TikTok.
More than 150 years old, the Anson Call House is known for its ghost stories. A family that lived here for close to 20 years says there's no question this place was haunted.
On Halloween night, paranormal investigation team Paranosis hosts a live event on their TikTok page as they investigate the allegedly haunted Anson Call House in Bountiful, Utah. The historic home was built in 1859 and was the home of Mormon pioneer Anson Call and his 5 wives. It is said that Anson was a cruel man and would lock his wives in the basement if they did not obey him. He eventually passed away inside the home. 84 years later, it is said that Ted Bundy kidnapped and held a woman in the Anson Call home before taking her life. Lead investigator Bennett Rain and her team are broadcasting live outside the house when suddenly they all see something absolutely terrifying.
What?
There's like a knock on the, it sounded like knock on a window or something.
I'm done. I can't.
Trying to drive.
Freaking, that's where it was trying to turn. What?
Okay.
Oh, it is the freaking ceiling. Here's someone talking. There's some girls out in the front. Okay, that's the freaking ceiling. Freaking. I don't know. What?
There was a thing like smashing up against the glass.
Was that in the front? Was that the front of the freaking house? What was that?
It's coming from inside. It's
time?
We're in there.
He's been banging on the window and the door.
We got it on video too.
Okay, I think I'm done. I need to get... What the hell? Is that gonna break the...
I don't know. That comes from upstairs.
Okay, I think... Okay, that's the freaking... I'm done. Okay.
You gotta go in.
You're gonna go in?
Yeah, let's go in.
Why would you go in when the freaking house is falling apart?
The remains of a bed frame fly up towards the ceiling. The shocked investigators quickly head inside to investigate.
I think this is where the banging was coming from. This is for sure. Look.
Okay.
That's what I saw flying around. I saw that in the window.
Now, this terrifying event was all captured live, and fans of the Paranosis team shared their recordings of the investigation on TikTok. What makes the footage even more compelling is that paranormal fan Ashley came along on the investigation, and she too captured chilling footage of the Anson call home.
Oh my gosh. No. Oh my gosh.
Where's the neighbor? There's the neighbor. Oh my gosh. Do you guys see stuff a lot? Like,
Not really. I just hear things in my bedroom.
That's crazy. Nah.
Because I live, like, my bedroom's, like, right on this side. On this side right here.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Yeah, the neighbor came over and was like,
I know.
are there people in there? And they're like, someone's knocking on our... And I was like, no, like, I think it might be the vibration from this.
The kid that came up to us, he lives next door, and he was saying that he never sees anything, but he hears stuff all the time, and his window to his bedroom was right next to the house, and he said he hears stuff all the time. That's why he came out running. But they did say the neighbors on the right-hand side, like the opposite side of him, they always see women walking around upstairs where a lot of that banging was happening. So, no thanks.
Now, with so many witnesses to these paranormal events, it makes you wonder whether the Anson call home might be truly haunted, and someone or something from the other side was banging on the doors and windows in an attempt to get out. But, as always, I leave that to you to decide. Before we move on to the next video, if you see anything that you think should be included in the top 5, contact us at nukestop5@gmail.com. Child's Play. Marika de Wit from the Netherlands posts on TikTok that she is worried about her youngest son. 2-year-old Mateo is playing in his room upstairs when Marika hears the boy yelling. She hurries upstairs to check on him, but everything seems fine. But when she looks at her security footage to see what the problem was, she is shocked.
Wow.
2-year-old's feet pushed backwards onto the floor. Now, Marika says that Mateo is fine and was completely unharmed. But this is where the story takes a very strange turn. You see, Marika says that she was originally pregnant with triplets, but sadly the other 2 fetuses failed to develop, leaving only little Mateo. Marika believes that Mateo might be visited by the spirits of his unborn siblings. But what do you think happened to little Mateo? Let me know. The demon down the hall. Supernatural investigator Cody Aaron says in his YouTube and TikTok videos that he doesn't believe that ghosts are real, or at least that they aren't the lingering spirits of humans. Instead, he believes that all paranormal experiences are actually demonic in nature. Cody says that he has successfully helped troubled families struggling with demonic presences for years. So when a family member reaches out to Cody about the terrifying activity occurring in their office building, the concerned investigator doesn't hesitate to offer a helping hand. But what he encounters in this office building even takes him by surprise. Cody records as he explores the creepy empty office space at night. What happens next is downright chilling.
Okay, you guys, so this is the door that moves on its own, and that's the chair that moves on its own. And I'm just tired. There's absolutely nothing here this time. I've not seen anything. It's 9:46, and usually everything happens by this time, but nothing's going on. There was way more people than what's usually here today, so I kind of guessed maybe that's what it is, and I'm just going to call it a day. I'll start again tomorrow maybe, and we'll see what Okay, so I'm the only one here right now, and the door just closed on its own.
Did you see it? Cody is completely unaware of what appears to be a small girl standing right behind him. When he walks into the room the figure appeared in, a door behind him slams shut. After reviewing his spooky footage, the investigator decides to return for another night. And it did not go well.
Okay, so I'm here by myself. All of these green lights means that there's no motion, right? Look in this room. What in the world is that? That is insane. I have never seen something like this. This is directly beside me in the next room. Did you see that? It disappeared. What in the world? Okay. I'm going over. I have to see what this is. See, and look. Here is the motion detection for me in this room. There I am on the screen. There's no motion detection. Look, it's moving. And there's no motion detection right there. That is nuts. Look at that. Let's do it. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna need Eric's for this. I'm not gonna do this by myself.
Cody's shocked when suddenly a loud voice yells, "Leave." So could it be that the office building is haunted by a demonic presence? Or could it all just be an elaborate hoax? You decide. You can check out more paranormal moments over on Cody Aaron's TikTok page and YouTube channel. TikTok TikTok user Lacey Nicole is a theater teacher at Sarasota High School in Florida. Lacey says that there have always been stories about the ghost of, quote, Shannon, a Victorian woman who is said to haunt the high school's theater. Back in 2007, during a high school production of Beauty and the Beast, many believed that Shannon the ghost made a very unexpected appearance, and it was all captured on camera. The unexplained apparition of a woman in a flowing white dress can be seen floating 8 to 10 feet above the stage. Now, it should be noted that this was in no way a part of the play. So could this be the spirit of Shannon, the Victorian-era ghost that haunts the theater? Let me know what you think. TikTok user Rifki from Bengkulu, Indonesia says that he was returning from a quick trip to pick up some items at the local convenience store. But on his way back home, he has a terrifying encounter.
Oke guys, gue baru dari Indomaret dan gue abis belanja di Indomaret dan sekarang waktu mau balik ke kos dan di ujung itu ada orang atau apa gue nggak tahu ya guys, dan ini cuma jalan satu-satunya untuk ke kos gue gitu. Oke, kita deketin aja ya teh, pelan-pelan. Gue nggak tahu ini orang atau enggak ya. Enggak betapa ya. Hilang anjir. Kemana tuh orang? Anjir bangsat. Hilang guys.
A strange woman seems to just stand motionless on the side of the road. Rifki is freaked out, and since this is his only way home, he decides to just run past the bizarre woman. But when he turns to look back, she has disappeared. The chilling figure appears to be a woman in a dress with her hair covering her face. Rifki is uncertain of what he has just witnessed and wonders if he captured something paranormal. So is this a real ghost caught on camera, or just someone acting really strange? I leave it up to you to decide. Casper Mountain Crawler. TikTok user Isaiah Harris and his cousin Brock are out on a hiking trip on Casper Mountain in Wyoming. In the middle of the night, as they are crossing a bridge, they start to hear strange groaning noises that seem to be coming from underneath the bridge. Isaiah pulls out his phone and starts to record as they go to investigate. What happens next is downright terrifying.
Me and my cousin took a hike in the middle of the night.
That means that we're close.
And what we found was the most terrifying thing I've ever witnessed.
Dude, did you hear that? You didn't hear that? There's something under there. Bro. Dude, please don't go down there. Oh my god. Dude, hold on.
shape can be seen lurking in the darkness of the sewer tunnel. The two hikers just make a run for it. Isaiah posted his spooky experience to TikTok, and the video instantly went viral. But many viewers were skeptical about the strange sudden cut at the end of the video. So, Isaiah posted an update to explain.
So, let me just explain something. I actually film on 3 different apps at a time to film my videos. Last night, I was trying to film everything on Snapchat. So, whenever I recorded, whatever I recorded, I wasn't going to just sit there and record it because I was running for my life, okay? And I'm not trying to be funny about this. Really, I was puking. Like, I mean, opened his door mid-drive and vomited. I don't know if it was because I was genuinely terrified or if it was because I was running so much, but I did. But I did manage to screenshot what was under that bridge and enhance it for you guys, and I'll show you that. Yeah, let me just tell you, I've never been more terrified in my entire life. I can't even look at this picture right now. Before you guys saying that it was like a friend or like somebody else down there, it may have been a homeless guy. I heard that theory, but I do not know what he would have been doing down there, butt naked, maybe taking a bath. But the sounds and everything about it just did not sit right with me.
Now, after many requests, or some might say dares, from his viewers, Isaiah and his cousin Brock decide to go back to Casper Mountain and spend the entire night camping out in the spooky woods.
So we're doing it. We got the 4-wheeler in the back, tents, and a hammock that I brought. We're up here. So we're going to spend the entire night to try to find whatever it was that we saw last night. We're up on the mountain where we did see it, kind of close by. There was a waterfall that's kind of more down the mountain boat tonight. We're going to be up all night. No sleep. Alright guys, we're here. We're about to unload the 4-wheeler, but have some fun. Kind of just camp out for a little bit. We got our site. And yeah, forgot your axe? This is how we do it down here in the wild. Oh yeah, look at that braid. Okay, that's actually kind of creepy. Like, hope he doesn't jump out to scare me. Brock, please don't scare me. Oh my goodness. So, he's got this terrible lighting. Oh my goodness, but we're literally trying to land the force real quick. We're just walking back right now, and like, we're legit, I think we're lost because I don't have any idea where we're at. Do you know where we are? Oh, hell no. Okay, y'all, so we're back at camp. We didn't really get anything. We've been out here since, like, we started looking at about 10, and it's already, like, 2:30. Sorry, guys. Maybe we can come back up here and film another one, but I don't know.
Other than some creepy footsteps, Isaiah and Brock don't really capture much of anything that night. Or at least, that's what they thought. Because, did you see it?
You know where we are? Where we are? Oh, hell no.
Right after they hear footsteps, someone or something can be seen running through the trees, hiding in the dark. So, Isaiah and many of his viewers believe that some kind of strange creature is living on Casper Mountain. Some even believe this thing to be a skinwalker or a rake. But who or what do you think this is? Let me know down in the comments through the looking glass. TikTok user Kaylin Moore from Los Angeles, California claims that an old mirror in her home sometimes shows things that just aren't there.
So this is an old mirror that I upcycled, and I swear that sometimes you can see stuff in the background of the mirror that isn't actually there in real life. So I'm just going to do a couple back and forths, but I'm curious to see if anyone sees anything that maybe I didn't catch. So here we go. Here's the mirror. Okay, so that's the background. And once again, my apartment.
Caitlin's looking in the mirror, something can be seen sitting on the couch right behind her. But when she turns around, it's gone. Whatever it is, it seems to only be visible in the mirror. Now, whether it's real or just another elaborate TikTok hoax, as always, I leave it up to you to decide. Monique Chacon is spending a fun day with her son at a park in California when suddenly the little boy begins to act very bizarre. Nowhere, the boy just suddenly seems to stop and stare at someone or something that we can't see. Then, without a moment's hesitation, he drops to the ground and starts digging furiously with his hands and finds a random phone from underneath the heavy pile of leaves. After watching the footage back later, Monique believes that something supernatural might have instructed her son to find that phone.
Hi guys, I'm just giving an update on what happened to the phone. Well, I threw it away. I didn't think anything at the time of when I threw it away that I shouldn't have until I watched the video. After watching the video, it didn't sit right with me. It kind of gave me the creeps, actually. But there really is no story time. The phone was broken, was cracked. There was a battery on top of the face, like in the front of the face, but it was broken, so I threw it away. That's it. There's really no story time. He just played, and I kept recording him. That's what I do. I record all my kids when they're playing baseball, football at the park. I'm that mom that records every minute and second of their lives. But that's it.
Unfortunately, Monique threw the phone away, leaving us all to wonder just what was on that broken phone. Now, I have to say that this is one of the strangest videos I've ever seen. But what do you think? Did a spirit tell the little boy to find the phone? Or just what is going on here? You tell me. The New Bern haunting. Sam Aldridge, his wife, and 2 young children live in a beautiful home in New Bern, North Carolina that was built in the late 1950s. Although the home is charming and spacious, Sam says that the property's history is not good. One of the previous owners passed away in the upstairs master bedroom, and the remains of 2 unidentified individuals were found buried in the backyard. Cause of death unknown. Sam and his wife have both witnessed creepy, unexplained activity in the house, and they believe their home might be haunted. Even their family dog Loki seems very disturbed by what's going on.
He has no shot collar, no shot collar at all. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and take this off, just so you'll know that there's nothing there. Come on, bud. Hey, it's okay. It's okay, buddy. Posted it. See, me and him both heard that. And see, now he's gonna run and leave me up here like a douchebag. See? Straight up.
Okay, we were taking my girl to the hospital. Hey, what's wrong with you? How can you do that to my girlfriend? Monsters, you okay?
Sam says that not only does the house have an odd history, but an odd layout as well. In particular, there is a strange door upstairs that seems to lead nowhere, and has no stairs leading up to it. In a video, as Sam explains where the door is located, he captures something downright creepy.
You can kind of see just how high up that door actually is if you're on the bottom floor. Yeah, you're looking at 10 plus 8. You're at least 18 feet from your feet coming down. Why the
A strange shadow figure can be seen and two different voices can be heard seemingly speaking to Sam.
If you're on the bottom floor, bottom floor, bottom floor. Why the
Sam has no idea what he just captured and simply explains that the area behind the door is attic storage space. So, one night Sam begins to hear strange sounds throughout his house. He hits record on his phone and goes to investigate. And that's when he sees something that shocks him to his core. What looks like creepy, glowing, wide-set eyes seem to appear out of the darkness, peering at Sam as he stares back in terror. Whatever it is, then just seems to disappear. And that's not all that Sam has captured inside his haunted home. The creepy activity even starts to occur in the middle of the day. Sound startles Sam, and when he turns around, a white translucent figure appears to push a rocking horse, causing it to rock slowly back and forth. Now, with all this collected and highly disturbing footage, of course Sam's TikTok following is undecided on whether to believe his story or just write it off as another elaborate TikTok hoax. So is it real supernatural activity, or just some very good editing? As always, I leave that up to you to decide. Neighborhood Watch. Sarah Marie and her husband Bobby are having an afternoon get-together with some friends at their home in Florida, when suddenly they spot something very odd at the neighbor's house across the road.
Comes back the other way. What? It looks like somebody's peeking through that window, the one that's open.
No recording?
Yes! Yes! There's nobody in that house. There's nobody at all. Nobody.
How do you know they can be that visible now?
That's what I'm saying.
A strange shadow can be seen quickly moving back and forth in Sarah's neighbor's home, freaking out everyone and even seeming to upset their two puppies.
There's nobody in that house. There's nobody at all.
Sarah explains online that the home belongs to an older woman whose son, sadly, had passed away. Worried about the older woman's safety, Sarah calls her neighbor. But the woman says, I'm not even at home right now. So who or what could this be? I leave it up to you to decide. This next creepy video went viral on TikTok, but it was originally recorded by Indonesian Twitter user Gustadang. Goose explains on Twitter that he was flying from Surabaya, Indonesia to Bali, and that he was the very first passenger to board the empty plane. As Goose is boarding, he records a video to send back to his wife. He looks back at his footage. He spots something truly chilling.
mas bit.
Someone or something that seems to be cloaked in black can be seen moving around in one of the seats. But when Goose walks by the seat, there's no one there. Goose Sedang's video has been watched over 14 million times, and many viewers believe that the strange figure in the video could be the spirit of a deceased passenger. But what do you think? Pitter-patter of tiny feet. An anonymous TikTok user who is the mother of a newborn baby has shared only one video to her TikTok page, but the video shows something absolutely chilling. Absolutely chilling. Sound of someone laughing can be heard. The mother is immediately alarmed because she lives alone with her baby. She then hears the patter of what sounds like small running footsteps. And that's when her home's backdoor motion detector goes off. She immediately fears that someone might be in the house. But in the end, she finds nothing and no one's there. What she heard and captured remains a mystery. TikTok user Jim works at what he believes to be a haunted hospital in New Jersey. Early one afternoon, a security camera in one of the hospital's hallways captures something very creepy during Jim's shift. A supply cart can be seen rolling down the hallway on its own, freaking out the hospital staff nearby. Jim and his co-workers have no idea what could have moved the cart. But things are about to get even stranger. Another CCTV camera in the hospital's laundry room records something absolutely unnerving.
Where'd it from here?
No way. No way.
Send me the video when you...
Oh, I'm gonna.
Depends when the other one comes over. It's like it don't want to see the front of it. You know, it's fun so that you didn't have to look at it no more. Whoever's in their room. Oh my God. Matthew, you didn't see, come and look at the second one. Here comes the second one. No, the second one's moving now.
No way.
Watch the second one, then the second one falls off. And the lady comes in from do-die-die, she don't know what to say. She was like...
She was on FaceTime with somebody.
Watch the second one. Any second.
It happens.
Look, here goes.
It happens. This does not happen.
Look, it's a ghost.
Look at it.
Who's spinning it?
It's spinning. It's spinning the cycle. It's got to be spinning.
There's no way that this spin. There's no, I don't care if it's bolted or not. They don't spin like that. Mine ain't bolted in my house. Mine don't come and walk around my house.
Look, that's true.
Look how that one just came out. How did it come out like that? That was pushed out. I don't care what nobody said. You can tell me whatever you want.
Me too. I can't wait to show everybody.
Look, here, wait. Show them the thing. Look, here. Look at this.
No way.
There's a ghost here.
No way.
I'm showing them the ghost in the back. Oh, did you ever see what happened last night? Forgot about it. The laundry. The laundry, all the laundry things there, they just start moving. They just start coming out and moving and going in circles and what you call it. Come and look. Yeah, but it's crazy. I never saw anything like it in my whole life.
Heavy washers and dryers slide across the floor as if they weigh nothing, seemingly moved by some unseen force. Jim and his fellow hospital workers can't believe their eyes as they watch the CCTV monitor. Now, even I'm not sure just what's going on here. Could it be that the hospital is indeed haunted, like Jim says? Or just what could be spinning around multiple heavy washers all at the same time? Let me know what you think. Casey Doster's TikTok page is completely devoted to sharing videos of his fishing and hunting trips in the Michigan outdoors, which makes this next singular spooky video on his TikTok even more bizarre. Casey explains that he saw an abandoned house in the woods a few times as a child, but he had never been able to find his way back there again later in life. That is, until recently. It's already dark when Casey and his friend Ashton drive up to take a look at the house. It did not go well.
Can Americans with no degree really get $6,495 from this education program? Now, look, the short answer is yes. This controversial education program is giving those with no degree $6,495 to pay for college that never has to be paid. You have a degree and you have not yet.
The house. It did not go well.
So, I want to take everybody back here. A place I knew about when I was a kid. Haven't been able to find it since. So let me tell you, it's an eerie place. I got to show everybody this. Now that I found it again, brought my buddy Ashton with me.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome. But, moon. I get a bad feeling every time I come in here.
Why'd you have to come here on a full moon night?
I don't know.
Goodness.
So we should be coming up on it here pretty quickly.
Oh, yeah, say that.
I'm telling you, some bad stuff happened back here.
Casey,
I gotta take you and show you this place.
Casey,
yeah.
Look at this. Look at this. Why is the tire swing moving in this tree? Casey.
Probably the wind. Let's just drive by it. I really don't want to. Dude, this is an eerie place, man. There's some bad stuff happened back here in the 70s. Some bad juju here.
Yeah, hold on. Casey, go back. Go back.
Huh.
There was somebody standing in that window.
Sure.
I seen something in the window, Casey.
Really?
There was something in the window.
Alright. Hey, over here, Ashton, on the side. There should be a... No, not... Still clear?
One mattress?
Come on.
Someone can be seen standing in the window of the creepy old house. When they approach the building, a door slams shut and the friends just get out of there. Casey explains that some, quote, bad stuff happened in the house in the 1970s, but he doesn't elaborate on the story. So just what did the guys catch on camera? Is it real? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide. Guardian Angel. Only a few months ago, TikTok user Tana Witt went through a devastating tragedy when her brother suddenly and without warning passed away. Tana's brother was incredibly close to her family, including her 2-year-old daughter, Evelyn. One night, Tana and her daughter are home alone when something happens that shocks Tana to her core.
talking to? Who are you talking to? Talking to? Evelyn, who are you talking to? Who are you talking to?
Evelyn seems to be talking to someone that we can't see. And creepiest of all, a whispering male voice can be heard that seems to say, Uncle. Even stranger, baby Evelyn seems to have heard the voice as she happily shouts Uncle over and over. Tana believes that without a doubt her is speaking with her deceased brother, and that Evelyn is being looked after by her loving uncle from the other side. Keep on knocking. TikTok user Maru75 from Germany claims that one night he heard some very odd sounds coming from his living room. When he goes to check it out, things take a terrifying turn. Knocking from the glass back door, but as he looks, he spots some dark figure moving behind him in the reflection. He spins around, but there's no one there. He turns back toward the door, and the figure is gone, and the door has mysteriously opened by itself. So, is it real? Or is it just very clever video editing? As always, I leave that up to you to decide.
If you make it to the end of this ad, there's $1,000 waiting for you. You in?
I leave that up to you to decide. TikTok user Alexander Henderson says that throughout his life he's always been prone to sleepwalk during the night. One morning he wakes up to find his front door wide open. When he checks his security camera, he's shocked by what he finds. Seems to be sleepwalking and speaking gibberish when something hanging next to the door starts swinging around on its own, and an empty water jug slides right to the floor. Alexander opens the door, walks outside, and suddenly screams. He says he has no recollection of what happened to him and has no idea why he screamed. Now, Alexander says he's experienced supernatural activity before, so he begins to suspect that he might have seen something paranormal while sleepwalking. Then, only a day later, this happens. A chair moves on its own. The fridge door opens, and what appears to be a pack of plastic spoons is launched off the kitchen counter. Over the next few months, nothing much happens. But then late one night, Alexander is hanging out at his friend Adam's house when he sees something truly chilling. Strange-looking woman wearing a red dress appears to be watching Alexander from the building across the street. Alexander claims that when his friend Adam finally came over to see what was going on, the creepy woman had disappeared. While there, Adam asks Alexander to take a look at a speaker that's been acting up and might be broken. Alexander is still recording and captures something terrifying. Did you see it? In the reflection of the window, the same woman in red can suddenly be seen standing behind Alexander in the doorway. When he pans around, the woman has moved in an instant and is now standing right next to him. Who or what could this eerie-looking figure be? Could it be a spirit that attached itself to the sleepwalking TikTok user? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide. The doll, the demon, and the wardrobe. TikTok user Steph Garza claims that for the last 10 years she has experienced strange paranormal activity in her home in Mexico after purchasing a creepy secondhand doll. In the beginning, Steph started hearing the unexplained voice of a child crying out from within her home. Finally, she had had enough and just threw the doll away. But unfortunately, the paranormal presence never left. One night, Steph hears frightening sounds coming from her bedroom closet. What happens next shocks her to her core.
Espera, ve, se está abriendo.
I'm saying far I
Ya decidió hacerse presente el amigo. Y de día... Ay, no. Miren. Ay, no. Para que no digan que está en la ropa. ¿Dónde?
A tiny little childlike hand wraps around the closet door and quietly slides it open. Doubtful viewers of Steph's TikTok assume someone must be hiding inside the closet, but Steph shows that there's no one there. Steph Garza believes that the sinister presence in her home may be a demon, only taking on the form of a small child. But what do you think? Is it real, or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide. Thanks so much for watching. If you listen to absolutely none of the rest of it,
deuces, y'all. We out. Peace. Like, subscribe. We out. Peace. Gang.